straight line. What does it mean? Equation of a straight line means we are going to make an equation which represent a straight line. And what does a straight line means? A straight line means that the particular equation must having a degree 1. If the degree is 1, that means it is the equation of a straight line. If it is greater than 1, then it will not a straight line, maybe a circle, maybe a parabola or something else. But if we have an equation which have a degree 1 is a equation of a straight line. Or in other language we can say any equation which tells the relationship between x and y is called a straight line. And hard and fast rule is that particular points that we get from the equation must satisfy the particular equation. Means the point of that line will satisfy the equation. So what is the equation of a straight line? The equation of a straight line is the linear relationship between two variables, that is x and y, and which is satisfy the coordinates of each and every point on the line. Means whatever the point lie on the line, on that particular line, will satisfy that equation. Now we have some elementary results regarding the equation of the line. Equation of x-axis. If we want to find the equation of x-axis, that means y equals to 0. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. So equation of x-axis will be, there is no point regarding y, so y will be 0. Second, equation of y-axis. If you want to find the equation of y-axis, here what is certain that x equals to 0. It is certain. Then third we have equation of a vertical line. We have equation of the vertical line on the right hand side of the y-axis. Equation of a vertical line, this is the vertical line, and we have the vertical line on the right hand side of the y-axis. Suppose this distance is in, that means we are working on x-axis, so the equation will be x equals to. And if we have this line on the left hand side, then the equation will be x equals to minus. Okay. Now, next what we have, equation of a horizontal line. Horizontal line is this one, and if this distance is b, if we are talking of the horizontal line that is above the x-axis at a distance b, then the equation will be, because we have a distance of on the y-axis, then the equation will be y equals to b. And if we have line below the x-axis, then this equation will be y equals to minus. So these are some elementary results that we can use. Now we move toward the example. Example number 1, that we have to construct an equation. We have to construct an equation that is parallel to the x-axis at a distance of 5 units. Parallel at the x-axis. Parallel to the x-axis and it is above. So this equation will be y equals to 5. Because we have parallel to x-axis and it is above the x-axis. So the equation will be y equals to 5. So similarly, if you're talking, we talk in a way that if we have a line below the x-axis, then nothing will change, distance will not change, only we have to put the minus sign. So minus and plus will tell about above, below or left or right. Now, moving toward the equation of a line which have a slope and which has a point, a single point and a slope. So, the equation for this will be y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. We will have an equation like this. Y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. Where x1 and y1 are the points which will be given in the example. M is the slope. It will again will be given in the example, and we have to put all the values and find a linear relationship between x and y, and that will be the equation of a line. We'll take an example of this. Example is that we have to find the equation that is of a line passing through the points 4 and 3. We have point 4 and 3 are the points which is given in the example, and we are having a slope 2. M equals to 2. This is the value of x1 and this is the value of y. So putting the values in this, y minus 3 equals to 2 into x minus x1 is 4. Y minus 3 equals to 2x minus 8. 2x minus y and minus 5 equals to 0. So this is the required equation which is asked in the question. It's very simple. Only you have to look into the question that what is given and which equation is suited for the question. What you have to do, you have to learn certain formulae regarding the equation of the line. There are many formulae, many conditions. Only you have to just go through other formulae. You have to check the condition, what is given in the question and what is asked in the question. Rest is very simple to calculate. Now, we have other form, equation of a line, and here 2 points are given. In our first example, what is given? Slope is given and 1 point is given. But in our next example, the next condition is that 2 points are given and no slope is given. Slope is not given, in spite the points are given. 2 points are given, A, B. And we have to find the equation of the line. So let that point be x1, y1 and x2, y2. So what you can do, you can get that formula by this particular case. What is that? Here is written y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x2. So what we can do? Y minus y1 equals to, we can put the value of m. What is the value of m? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 and x minus x1. We can just arrange this formula, then we can get y minus y1 upon y2 minus y1 equals to x minus x1 upon x2 minus x1. So here we can find the formula and we can put the direct value if 2 points are given. It can be derived from the first formula. What we have to do? We have just put the value of m in that and arrange that. So if 2 points are given and we have to find the equation of the line, then it will be y minus y1 upon y2 minus y1 equals to x minus x1 upon x2 minus x2. Thing is very clear that the 2 points will be given, and what we'll do, we find the relationship between x and y which represent the equation of a line. We take an example from this. We have to construct the equation line passing through the points. Points are given. Points are given 1, 1, and the other point is given 2 and minus 4. Second point is given 2 and minus 4. So this will be the value of x1, y1, and this will be the value of x2 and y. What is our standard equation? Our standard equation is y minus y1 upon y2 minus y1 equals to x minus x1 upon x2 minus x1. We can simply put the values in this. Y minus 1 upon minus 4 minus 1 equals to x minus x1, that is 1 upon 2 minus 1. The next step, what we can do to simplify it is just put the cross multiplication. Go for the cross multiplication. It's very simple to calculate. I know solving this, you can get the equation that is 5x plus 3y plus 2 equals to 0. So this is the required equation which is asked in the question. And as you can see, it's the linear relationship between x and y. Now we move toward when the line intercept also. Intercept means it is going through the x-axis or it goes through the y-axis. So our first condition is that we have the equation of the line with slope m, here m is given and y-intercept c is given. Means the line is intercepting on the y-axis. So the equation of the line will be y equals to mx plus c. This is the equation of the line where the line is intercepting on y-axis and the intercept, the value of the intercept that we must be a constant, that is c. So this is the equation of that line. And the second condition regarding this is the equation of a line with the slope m and x-intercept b is given. Means a line can intercept on x-axis or on the y-axis or on both the axes. Clear? It can intercept on any axis or on the both axes. So here we have two conditions. Firstly, the line is intercepting on y-axis only or the line is intercepting on the x-axis only. So if it is intercepting on x-axis, the equation will be y equals to m. Because it is intercepting on x-axis, then this is not necessary that it must be a constant, it will be x minus t. If it is intercepting on the x-axis. Move toward the example for this. We have to construct the equation of a line whose slope is half and y-intercept equal to minus 5 upon 4. Problem is very simple. M is given here. So we'll go for the first formula because it is intercepting on the y-axis. So we'll go for this formula. Here m equals to half and how much it is intercepting? It is intercepting minus 5 upon 4. We'll go for this formula, putting the values. Y equals to half of x plus minus 5 upon 4. We can solve this equation, and on solving this we get the value 2x. You can take the LCM for this. So it will be 2x minus 4y minus 5 equals to 0. So this will be the required equation which is asked in the question. So this is how, depending on that which axis the line is intercepting, we go for the formula. These are the standard formula. Then our next situation is, our next condition is when the line is intercepting on both the axes. It is intercepting on x-axis also and it is intercepting on the y-axis also. Then we have the standard equation for this is x upon a plus y upon b equals to 1. And this is very important thing that we must know in the coordinate geometry, because it take a very important place in the straight line because it is intercepting on both the axes. Or by getting the value 0 we can find these formula also, but in this slope is not given, only the intercepting position is given. Here slope is not given. If slope is given, then it can intercepting on one of the axes, maybe on the x-axis and maybe on the y-axis. Things are different. If it is intercepting on a single axis, then we have two conditions. It is intercepting on the y-axis or in the x-axis. We have two formulas when slope is given, and when slope is not given, then the condition is given in such a way that our line is intercepting on both the axes. It is intercepting on x-axis also and it is intercepting on y-axis also. So equation of a line making intercepts a and b on the x-axis and y-axis respectively is x upon a plus y upon b equals to 1. Now we can move to the example. Toward the example, we have to construct the equation of a line which make an intercept of 2 and minus 3 on the x-axis and the y-axis respectively. So here the value of a is 2. Here the value of a is 2 and the value of b is minus 3. What you have to do? You have just to put the value of the standard result, standard equation. X upon 2 plus y minus 3 equals to. What technique you can put here? You can take simply the LCM. We can get the equation 3x minus 2y. So this will be the standard result, standard equation, required equation. Only by putting the values in the standard equation you can just get the required equation. But there are many conditions and there are many formulae. You have to go through all the formulae one by one, checking the condition, checking what is asked in the question, then you will go for the formulas. Now our next condition is that let P be the length of a perpendicular from origin to a given non-vertical line L, and let alpha be the angle between the normal and the positive direction of the x-axis. So condition look like in such a way that we have a condition like this. What is given in the question? You can see it's a non-vertical line. What is given in the question? The length of the perpendicular. This is the perpendicular which started from the origin to that particular line. And this distance between the origin to the line, which is in the normal form, the distance here given is P, and what is given here? The value of alpha. What is alpha? Alpha is the angle which is inclined from the perpendicular, which is starting from the origin to the line. So here two different things are given. First thing is P, that is the distance between the origin to the line, and second thing is alpha, that is inclining an angle. So the standard equation for this is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equals to. Any two things will be given in the question, like alpha is given and P is given. The second thing is that you have to find a linear relationship between x and y. Obviously, it will represent the equation of a straight line. Moving to the example, I hope you understand each and every situation. Somewhere points are given, somewhere slope is given, somewhere a line is intercepting, whether on the x-axis, whether on the y-axis. Somewhere line is intercepting both on the x-axis and the y-axis. This is a very different situation where we are dropping a perpendicular which starts from the origin to a non-vertical line in the positive direction of x-axis. Length of the distance between them will be given, and the angle which is inclining there will also be given. Moving toward the last example, our last example, we have to construct an equation of a line whose perpendicular distance from the origin is 5 units. Here the value of P is 5 units, and the angle between the positive direction of the x-axis and the perpendicular is 30 degrees. Here the angle that is given is 30 degrees. The value of alpha is 30 degrees and the distance between this is 5 units. The distance, we can draw an example, other example for this. We have this 5 units and the angle between this is given, that is 30 degrees. Putting the values in the standard equation as usual. We have x cos 30 degrees, sin 30 degrees put the value, standard value of cos 30 degree is root 3.2 plus y, the value of sin 30 is half. So, in such a kind of situation, what we can take? We can take the LCM for this. Go for the LCM only, where denominator and numerator is given. So, taking the LCM, 2, this will be root 3x plus y equals to 5. After that, cross multiplication, this will be root 3x plus y equals to 10. So our equation will be root 3x plus y minus 10 equals to 3. And this will be the required equation. So I would like to recap once more. First, we have taken some elementary result regarding x-axis and y-axis. The equation of x-axis will be y equals to 0. Similarly, for y-axis will be x equals to 0. And we have discussed the reason behind this also. Then situation where we have vertical line on the right hand side, which is parallel, or we can say that is parallel to y-axis also. The standard result is x equals to a. If we go on the left hand side, only the minus sign will come. Then we have the equation of horizontal line, that means parallel to x-axis. The equation is y equals to b. If we go below the x-axis, only the changes of minus sign. We take example of this. A point is given and the value of slope is given. Then our third condition is where the 2 points are given and slope is not given. So what we do, we put the value of slope also, that is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Then we have a situation where we have the value of slope and the value of interception. Interception might be on x-axis only also, or on the y-axis. Then we have two results regarding that. First is when we have an interception on y-axis and the slope is given. Then we have a situation y equals to mx plus c. Then the equation of a line which are making a slope m and it is intercepting on x-axis, that is y equals to m equals to y equals to m into x minus d. Our second next condition is where the line is intercepting both on the x-axis also and in the y-axis also. We have a standard equation, that is x upon a plus y upon b equals to 1. And then we have another condition where we have a perpendicular, that is on the non-vertical line on the positive direction of x-axis. You must note this line that it is only the positive direction on x-axis. Then also we are able to put this formula. Otherwise we will not put on this formula, because here it is clearly written that the non-vertical line should be on the positive direction of x-axis. It is inclining some angle, that is alpha, and the distance between the origin and that particular line, that is p. So the standard equation for this is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equals to p. Thank you.